How's everyone going? Welcome back to another unboxing video, a Japanese unboxing video. So, we've, as usual, you've already seen the title. Annoyingly, because, what's it called? The way that I'm going to be doing it, probably not the most ideal way to do it, but this video is technically split into two parts, but we'll see how that goes. Let's start off with this. Not even in the center of the frame, sorry about that. Alright, welcome back to another K58 MTMR Model Railway video. So today we're going to take a look at the recently released, at the time of making, not sure if it's at the time of uploading, the Tomix JNR C58. This is numbered number 239. So the JR East restored 239, which ran the SL Ginga. Sorry, not Ginger. Ginga, and also known as the SL Galaxy. So this will be the first time we're having a look at a Tomix, or Tomix, I prefer Tomix, I don't know which is the correct one, but Tomix steam locomotive, so it's going to be definitely interesting. I'm saying that knowing that there is also the Tomix Blue Train sitting at the back. That's from the train set, which is, at the time of when this is filming, that train was already online, so you can have a look at the unboxing and setup for that. However, that is still that at the time was waiting for some stuff to be done with it. That's why it's just being stored over there. Yes, and that's also why this is here. That's the train set's stuff. So this is all just kind of, everything's kind of arriving at the same time, sort of thing. Annoyingly, that means I'm just doing everything at once while I get the spare time. So let's get into it. First things first, let's have a quick look around. These boxes are actually pretty large. If I go and quickly grab another JR East locomotive, this is the D51 that we saw in a previous video. If you want to have a look at that unboxing, it's links on the top right hand corner. Slightly larger box, but these of course are Cardo, these are Tomix. Around the box shows you to just drop the locomotive out of the box rather than release it. There'll be close-ups of this on the screen. Sorry, I just realised you can't see anything. A lot of this is in Japanese, so I can't actually read. There's a telephone number to call if you're in Japan and buy this locally, not like us, buys it from the other side of the world, and a whole lot of other warnings and safety stuff, I assume. Of course, can't read any of it as well. And the nice little side thing, cover things. This one you can see on screen is like basically all the others, so you can just stack them sideways. The boxes are designed to stack with other Tomix models as well. So let's get into it. Same sort of plastic little casing. Remove the top. Get this little thing. I assume is about detaching and reattaching the tender. We have a few accessories. Of course, there'll be close-ups of it, assuming I remember. These are... I can't tell what these are, actually. I have no idea. If anyone knows what these are, they'll be nice if you can tell me. And these are your number plates. So there are 6 number plates given, or in the black outline. So I assume it's 2 are probably spare, because you should only need 4. And you've also got the... I assume the SL Ginga headboards. Oh, a few more accessories up the top. Anything else on the bottom? Nope, nothing else on the bottom. There's instructions on the back as well, so we'll have to pull everything out. These are plows and a spare coupler. Oh, not really a spare, probably a full front coupler. And these are... no idea. Steps, possibly. So, I've just made a mess of all the components and stuff. I'm going to just place them back just so I don't lose where they're supposed to be from. I do have a minor issue. I do like to keep things where they were rather than moving things. So, let's quickly just pull out the whole tray. No, that was a bad idea. I wanted to get to the instruction manuals, and that's not how to get to the instructions. There we go. Oh, not again. I'm going to have to quickly just... Now this is the same as every other Tomix thing, and you can't show that on camera. What's this? Apparently something about on and off. No idea what it's on and off for, but apparently I can turn something on and off. That's so nice. Won't need to give a close-up of this because it's you can already pretty easily see on screen for that. This one, however, I might. This is your instruction manuals. Do not pick it up from the cab, and that's fair enough. Yeah, adding your accessories. Yeah, interesting. They're like lamp irons, basically. Yeah, it's adding your extra detail, basically. Fair enough. It's a lot of adding that sort of stuff. That's pretty cool. So it will be a close-up of that, of course. I think that's realistically all they had in the instructions, with the exception of the little pamphlet which I can't put on screen. Alright, let's grab the engine out while we still have storage on the camera. Drop it out. Like our other Tomix stuff, like we saw in the train set, they are fitted. They are put in a bag rather than a. So that's kind of cool, kind of interesting. There we go. There's your locomotive. That's your C58. I just realised, I'm sorry about the fact I've been shooting low on the frame because I forgot I had my camera set a bit higher this time. There we go. Doesn't look too bad at all on first impressions, but definitely have to obviously get it. Let's get our close-ups. I'm going to go and change the SD card out as well, so very nice. Alright, so we have the C58 now laid on the rotating table. Doesn't look too bad, does it? It's definitely not nearly as small as the... So recently, at the time of recording, I had just finished editing and uploading the 8620 for the SL Ginga. Comparingly, this is actually quite a lot larger, of course. So, apologies again about the birds, because for some reason they are waiting for dinner. So, anyways, we're going to quickly jump into a bit of history on the C58, and then we'll join everyone back after. The Class C56 is a prairie tender locomotive built by Kawasaki and KiHa Shinzo for the Japanese government railways, later the Japanese National Railways. 427 locomotives were built to operate on the JNR's narrow gauge network and could be seen throughout the whole of Japan. The locomotives were retired from service by 1974 as the completion of the modernization of Japan's rail network neared to its end. 50 members of the class were preserved statically across Japan. 2 members of the class are preserved operational. Locomotive C58-239 is owned by JR East and was previously used to haul SL Ginga, the service having been suspended. Locomotive C58-393 is owned by the Chibuyu Railway and runs various excursions on their line. Alright, well, so we'll go for a quick spin of the model first, and then we'll go and zoom nice and closely so we can see some of the and really push out some of those details on the C58. From what I understand, this is also part of Tomix's high quality range or something. I forgot what they marked it as. It says something about it on the website. Anyways, let's go take a close look. So starting from the front, I actually have to look through the camera for this because even I can't 100% see in real life. It's got double, what's it called? The secondary headlight fitted. I'm not sure if it works, but it has the secondary headlight fitted like the D51s. They basically call auxiliary lights if the main headlight was to fail. Yeah, so it's really nice. You can what's it called? As you can see, the numbers aren't fitted in out of the box, so you have to fit the numbers yourself. Should be pretty simple, I think, like the Ocado ones. Detail on the front is pretty good. It's got a plough on the bottom. It's got a fake couple on the front that doesn't work, so no coupling from the front of the locomotive like the others. Coming out onto the side of the model, we've got the pretty standard, very standard components used on these engines. Actually, like I'm pretty sure a lot of these components are very shareable with the D51s, or at least they look like it. A lot of fine details running down the side of the boiler and smoke box and yeah, firebox, and very nice linkage. Very, very fine linkage, as per every Engage model. We've got the compressors also fitted out on this side. I'm not sure if they're double-sided, I didn't see on the other side. So, got a compressor on this side, just above the rear driving wheel. Got a, what's it called, separately fitted whistles and safety valves on the top, which is really nice, all in, what's it called, in another shade of colour as well, so really, really nice. All the pipe work you can see there. And then we're on to the cab side. Got a few bits of printing on the cab side, which is also really, really nice. I will not be able to get that on camera. My camera will not focus on anything that small, unfortunately. Got a pony truck on the back, which makes this locomotive a 262. This is a prairie locomotive, not a prairie tank, but a prairie locomotive. Well, I did mistake in one of the other ones as a prairie rather than a mogul. There, you would think there is a cab, but I realised that there is a piece of polystyrene in it. So I will get a detail of the cab at a later, what's it called, and pop it on screen now, because obviously it's probably not ideal to get it pulled out now. The tender is nice, flat sided, no rivets. Got bogies on this one. Was actually pretty heavy when I picked it up. Got a nice light on the back. Don't know if it works again. Colors don't usually work on the rear, but never know. This is Tomix after all. Regular coupler on the rear. That coupler, of course, is just made to couple up to anything. It's not actually the same coupler as what's pre-fitted on the 141s. So I have to go and convert some of those couplers over for this. Nice that they depicted the outer firebox with red. I'm understanding that's probably the rust, the colour of the metal. So that's really, really nice to depict that sort of detail. More another whistle of some form on this side of the locomotive, and another compressor. So they are dual compressor locomotives. Uses the big smoke deflectors, same as basically all the others again. It's the 51s anyways. So yeah, looks really nice. Something I did notice when I was taking a quick look, because I do try to have a look at it before I jump it on the video so that I can talk about it a bit easier, hopefully, is the fact that you can open up the little thing on the top, which is really, really nice. We'll get a top view of that as I talk. But yeah, that's really nice that they've got something like that fitted instead of it just being molded. So really, really cool. Really nice, and it's nice and smooth as well. So it's it doesn't take any force to push to open or close it. But yeah, and that brings us back towards to the front of the locomotive. Very nice locomotive. I will fit the number plates on, not for this video unfortunately, but it will be fitted for a future video. Maybe possibly when, what's it called, no, it'll be fitted eventually. So, well, with that, let's jump over to the layout and give it a test run. We'll do its regular test run. Because it doesn't come with carriages, we won't actually run it with carriages per se. We will end off the video, however, with it pulling its 141 carriages, because that is also a DMU. We are we'll also run those have that in a separate unboxing video for everyone to have a look at. So let's head over. Alright, we've made it to the layout, or at least what is left of it. So we've got the C58 currently just laid out there. It has been a few days since the main part of the video, so it has been packed away. It hasn't been round yet though, so let's get it on. This section is actually going to be split into split a little bit differently. So these wheels are easy to put on, but they're also not the hardest. So we're going to be running it on our KiHa track system rather than Tomix, but should be fine. But yeah, what was I saying? We're going to do its running in on this track, and because I know in a few days I'm going to have to go and change everything up anyways. So the idea is what I would do is we'll film the parts where we run it with the carriages. We'll get a few shots of that. That will be captured once the layout has been redone. What's it called? Because I'm going to be because I have to do some other stuff, especially with that Tomix set, because that has to be done in between that stage as well, because that's still waiting for warranty stuff. So so yeah. Anyways, we're going to do the running in now, same as with the carriages. We'll do those running in on this little track at some point in a later video. But let's get it moving. We'll rock it a bit to see what kind of lights it has. A bit of ticking on it. Its motor sounds a bit noisy in the car and stuff. The headlight does work on this end. I'll get a shot of that later on, especially when he's doing its running. Let's run. And pretty nicely indeed. In the station area, actually, because I've currently got everything parked up. In the station area, we do actually have the JNR East preserved D51 498 currently parked on the right, and a Tokaido variant of the C62 on the left. So those are going to be in our background for this, for at least the running in part. Right, pull the camera back out again. Alright, so we're going to get moving. As I say, we do about half an hour in each way. We'll get a few shots here and there of it, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4. So all up should be about 5 clips of it passing by in each direction, and then we'll make a split for the future for when everything's been changed up and we can do these shots with the carriages. Take it away. Right, running in is all done. So we will leave it off here for a little bit. You'll see everything behind it's changed quite a bit the next time you see it. Obviously the locomotive isn't going to be where it is either, because this whole track layout with this station design is going to change. I should also note that during the little bit of an intermission while the train was stopped, I had to play around with the light switch, and in that period I managed to somehow switch off the headlight and no longer turn it back on again. It seems like it is actually turning on, which is what's annoying. So switching it on and off is by rotating the funnel, but for some reason it no longer, it still rotates. I can feel it rotating. Like if I put the camera down, I kind of need two hands to do this. Hold the model down, you can rotate the funnel. I don't think you can visually see it. It is rotating, but for some reason the headlight no longer wants to actually flick on. So that's a bit of an interesting little issue. So for the rest of the video, we won't have a working headlight on at least on the main locomotive side, unfortunately. Maybe something got loose on the inside, but yeah. So that's a bit unfortunate that that's happened, but we'll get it sorted eventually. All right, we'll catch you all in a moment when everything is changed and the carriages have been spontaneously put on the layout as well. Alright, here we are. We've got the C58 now coupled up to the 4 KiHa, I think that's KiHa, 141 carriages to form the SL Ginga, SL Galaxy train set. I've gone ahead and added on the extra converter couplers that allows you to couple with the 56. It's basically putting an Arnold coupler in front of whatever proprietary couplers they use for the rail motors, which is weird because all the carriages already have the Arnold style couplers. Anyways, so let's give them a run. I've also tuned the motor to allow it to run with this. I'll have a deeper look at those things like the tuning and the coupler converter in the video that covers the carriages specifically. So that will be our next unboxing, probably our next Japanese unboxing, whenever that's due out. That's when we'll cover that. Anyway, let's get them moving. They've all been ran in, all ready to go. Also, you will notice that the track layout has changed a bit, and some of the accessories around it. well, there we are. What do we think? Definitely not too bad at all, I would say. We'll bring it for a stop in front of the camera in the platform, in this platform, not that platform. Could have pulled it over there though. But yeah, so definitely not a bad model at all. We're not going to talk too much about the SL Ginga carriages, the KiHa 141 units, as we'll leave most of their discussion in the next video, or its own unboxing. So we'll leave those out of it for this one. But however, the C58, definitely a very nice model. Being the first steam locomotive I've acquired from Tomix does put a lot of hope in the eyes, especially with the amount of details. Like for example, things like that, having the opening roof hatches are really nice, little bits of detail. Having the switchable headlights, as you notice, the headlight is now working a bit better than it was earlier. Somehow it started clicking, but yeah, so that's really notchy. Don't know. I heard read words. Apparently the diagram's actually slightly backwards, so that might have didn't help my case. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll aim to not switch that up for that reason. But yeah, definitely not a bad model at all. It does run really nicely, especially after all the running in. It's a bit odd because it doesn't fully operate like properly with the thing. So if I start acceleration, for example, and you see the wheels start rotating. It sort of drags the carriages a little bit first. And this is with the, maybe I need just to do a bit more fine tuning on that on the switch, but yeah, so that's a little bit. It's a bit of a tedious job getting it fine tuned, but that's again more on the carriage side more than the unit. And there's no reason why you can't run the C58 with other carriages as well. Of course, it is just a standard JRE locomotive. It can easily do some of the other JRE trains, like running with the 12 series carriages that the 51 is currently sitting with. So always that, but yeah, there is a weird clicking noise I've been noticing as it's been running. Not 100% sure what that's from. I think it's obviously from the motion gear. It sounds like, but haven't fully found out. So I'm not sure what exactly that is. Doesn't seem like it's harmful though. Fingers crossed. But yeah, definitely not a bad model to start off for Tomix, especially being part of that high detail range. I think that's what it was marked as. So we'll leave you off there. Hope everyone has enjoyed joining us for this unboxing of the Tomix C58 439 locomotive for SL Ginga. Hopefully we'll catch you all very soon. Hopefully catch you in another unboxing, and we'll hopefully see you in the unboxing for these carriages. Seeing that they are motorized, that's the reason why I decided to make them into a separate video rather than just sticking it into a unboxing extras. But yeah, we'll get it to leave the screen and we'll end off the video. Thank you all for watching. Catch you all next time.